Good afternoon and greetings from Maine. My name is Tammy and welcome to Stitching and Quilting. Hopefully I don't make anybody sick, but I think I need to move this up just a bit. There we go. So, I did not film last week because of certain things that happened last week in the state of Maine. I'm pretty sure everybody heard about the mass shooting in the Lewiston, Auburn area. It was tragic. The whole thing was tragic. They ended up calling, I think I've got to be at least an hour, good hour, maybe a little more away from, because I live in Berwick, away from Lewiston, but they still called school off for 2 days. And then Saturday, they ended up finding the man who did all the stuff, and he, I guess, committed suicide. But I don't have a very good view of the mental health system in this country, but I'm not going to get on that. I hope everybody had a wonderful Halloween. No, I did. Didn't do much. I stitched. I did some quilting. I watched a movie. I'm not really into the scary horror kind of thing, but did watch a movie. Today is November 2nd. It's Thursday, November 2nd, 2023. And that's about it for the life. Alright, so let's start with finishes and FFOs. I have one FFO, which I did yesterday, because I took down all my Halloween decorations and started putting up fall. I think I have one thing I have to get rid of still, but we'll see how that goes. This is, I can't remember the name of the company. I know I got it on Etsy. I think it's Elfin Forest, the Elfin Forest. And this is done on a piece of 16 count, I believe. And it is, turn those off. I don't know. It's a unknown piece of fabric. But it's called the Primitive Crow and Pumpkin. And here it is. It's very cute. I've had it done for a while, but I just never fully finished it. So I cut some pieces of foam board and I put cotton batting on this one, a couple pieces, and stuck it to the foam board. And then with the cross stitch piece right here, I did the same thing. I just cut it down a little bit and put some batting behind it, and then I just kind of glued everything together. I actually kind of like it. I was trying to find a way to make it look a little bit more fallish, but I didn't really, once I saw it, I figured it was fine the way it was. The rickrack is always fun to kind of put on there, but I'm getting better at my finishes, I have to say that. Okay, and then this, where'd it go? Did I leave it on the table? I guess I did another one. It was a little heart, and it says, I love to tolerate. Took me, I don't know, hour and a half. So, anyway, so let's get into the WIPS. I'm doing, cut it forward for this one. Doing samplers and primitives. I got this on Etsy. It's called Be Thankful. And that's the pattern. It's just a small little Quaker. If you do it on linen, I'm pretty sure it'll be smaller than what I have. But I think it's cute. And I need some, you know, Thanksgiving-y kind of things. I'm doing this on a 18 count. 18 count Silver Moon Ada. And this is what it looks like. Oh, not quite. There we go. Ooh, there we go. That's straight now. I've never used it before, but the turkey wings have a very interesting variegated floss. It's a silk. It's the only one. This calls for WIPS Dyeworks, I think Gentle Arts, and DMC. And that's my progress on that. I finished the wings this morning and the hat. I just got to finish up the hat. I think I'll do that later today or this afternoon or tonight or whatever. Okay, this is Autumn Honey. And this is from Silk. Oh, the Thread Gatherers. It's Silken Colors. And the variegation on this is just beautiful. I kind of want to see if they have like a purple that's variegated, so I could do like a monochromatic thing. I also have a long dog, my one and only long dog. It's Queen of Hearts. And I did start doing it when I got out of the hospital after my surgery. Unfortunately, I made a mistake somewhere. And I really didn't like the fabric that it was on, so I decided to restart it. There was a few of my WIPs that I decided to restart, but normally I stick with it. If I catch the mistake quick enough, I'll be able to frog it out real quick, but not always. And then I dug out Meow Cat. And here is Meow Cat. It's done on a 16 count pink. I'm using DMC Etoile. I'm using a Classic Colorworks purple or WIPS Dyeworks purple and DMC variegated. I think it's 53. But I don't have a cover photo of that one, unfortunately. But down here it says meow. There's a couple down here. It's going to say meow. Up here there's a couple hearts, and then you see the big cat face. So I'm trying to get, for this month, I'm going with Not Forgotten. And Not Forgotten for me means the people in your life that have passed on, number one. And number two, you know, given some of the WIPs that you haven't touched in a little bit, some love. So this is going to get love for the rest of the week, along with my focus, which is going to be the Be Thankful sampler. Quaker, whatever. Alright, the other thing I'm going to work on to finish, because I don't really have that much left on this, is it's not ironed, but here it is. My Happy Halloween. Here's the cover photo. The only thing I really have left is the rest of the ghost. Some of the stars down at the bottom, and that last orange pumpkin. That's all I've got left. So this might be my spooky stitching on Sunday. But here it is. So you see, I started the ghost up here, and I've got to put the pumpkin in, and I've got a couple stars here. I just got to finish them off. So, and then I can fully finish it. I don't know what I'm going to do with it, but I might make it into a pillow. This is done on Bee Stitch Me 16 count sand dollar. And I just thought the color they called for originally was the sample was stitched on 28 count wheat Lugana 2/2. But I thought this kind of is the same kind of color, you know, and the blank is Anchor, and hold on, I got them right here. The white pumpkins is this silky parchment. I need the hopefully you can see that. And the orange is this. Got some pieces cut off here because I thought I was going to use it and I didn't. The orange is called Sunset. And it is a beautiful variation. I love the autumn too. I love the silkies because you only need one piece. You know, and if you have a 14 count, you can always fold it in half and do a loop start. Which is a lot of times, that's what I do. And sometimes I, just like using the funkier floss. I don't know why, I just do. Alright, there's that. And the Meow Cat is from Box and Fox on Etsy. And then I don't have a cover photo for this one either, but this is a start. I started this the other day, and I got the fabric from Wicked and Whimsy on Etsy, and it's called the Executioner's Block. There we go. And that's just one corner of the middle. It's not even a corner of the middle, but if I get my Happy Halloween done, then this will be next on my list, or another WIP that's been kicking around for a while. Yep. So. All right, and last but not least, this one I started a while ago. I love it because it's quick, and I got a whole wing completed, plus a good portion of another wing, and it's just awesome. I love these little kits. This is Amethyst Butterfly by Riolis, and there it is. Isn't it cute? Very cute. And here is my progress. And I got this thing finished in one sitting. I got a good chunk of this done in one sitting, and I got a good chunk of this done in one sitting. This was yesterday morning, I think. Because I was up very, very early. So, yeah. Sleep is a rarity lately. Yeah. But yeah, I can't wait to get this done. Hopefully, in another sitting, I can get it. I'll have it done. Hopefully. We'll see. Alright, and that is it for my WIPS. And my stash enhancements. Alright, I got this at Stitch Quote on Etsy. It's Rescue Mom, and that's what I am. I am a rescue mom. My dog was a rescue. She was originally from Mississippi, and somebody, her previous owner, thought it would be a good idea, instead of keeping her, was to, at 6 months old, abandon her in a restaurant parking lot in Wheeling, Mississippi. A very lovely lady, found her, and originally her name was Lilo, and it took, I think, a year to get her back to health, because she was skinny, she had heartworm, she had none of her shots, nothing was done with her. So the other lady also had 2 other rescue dogs named Laverne and Shirley. And I saw the pictures of Patches when that lady brought her home. And I was absolutely disgusted with those people. Just disgusted. But anyway, she's happy. She's in a new home. We've had her for, we're going on 3 years. Yeah, because she'll be 4 in December. So, going on 3 years. And she gets a little rambunctious. She gets a little frisky. Especially around dinner time. But other than that, she kind of knows if she lays on my pillows on the bed, then she has to pay a toll, which is basically me kissing her nose. Silly, but she's not the most affectionate dog. Let's just put it that way. Alright, so back to stash enhancements. Alright, hopefully these don't glare too much. I love From the Heart needle art. I really do. It's one of my favorite, I have so many of her patterns. It's just, I love her stuff. Because it's quick, it's easy, it's, a lot of it doesn't ask for a lot of colors, especially the Quakers. I just love her stuff. So I got the mini birthday. And I think that is going to be absolutely adorable, all stitched up. Alright. And then I got the rest of the Snow Village from Country Cottage Needleworks. So I got the Snow Boutique. And I have some fabric flare with snow. It looks like snow printed on the fabric. It's an aqua bluish. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do all of these on that one fabric. I don't think it's going to be one whole piece. Not quite sure yet. But, because that would be a pain to frame. So, there's that one. I also got the Iced Coffee Cafe. And I do believe that Missy and Kathy from Two Needles Pulling a Thread, did this as their snow day stitch, and they did it on one big piece. Which, yeah, you could do that, I suppose, but I would prefer to have it broken up. I don't like borders. I really just don't like borders. And some of them come with French knots, but I'm just going to get some white buttons and call it a day. This one is Snow Village. No. Snow Cone Cart. And these don't have buttons or anything like that, not like the sheep. But I want to start one of those sheep, I really do. So there's that. And then The Year in the Woods #6 by Cottage Garden Sampling. I have the owl, the swan, and the fox. And now I'm going through my wish list. I'm just ordering things off my wish list. And this is the bear. And he is so cute. And I know a lot of people have done this, but I'm always late to the party. And I got the specialty threads to go with it. So it's only 100 stitches wide by 130 stitches high if you do it on 40 counts. I'm not doing it on 40 count. No, I will probably do it on like a 16 count or 18. Because 18 is the equivalent of 36. So. Alright, and then, oh, I love this one. This one is so cool. Let me take it out of the package. This is Plum Street Samplers Gobble Gob. And aren't they the cutest little turkeys? I don't think I'll get to this one before Thanksgiving, but at least I have it. There's a few others that I want to order because I'd like to have all of them. So there's that one. But I will have it for next Thanksgiving. Any luck? And then, what do we have here? We have the Autumn U, which I want to do, but I'm not doing it on 36 because there's some 1/1 on the sheep's face. I'm just going to figure out how to do, sheep face on 18 count. Yeah, I think I'm going to do this on 18 count. Isn't that cute? I love the sheep. I don't know why. I'm not a sheep person, but I love the little cross-stitch sheep, that's for sure. Kind of like I like chickens, so I have chickens all in my kitchen. But do I like chickens running around my yard? No. I couldn't have chickens running around my yard. Anyway, my dog would have a field day with that. Okay. Oh. This is Ice Cream Sundae. I can't remember ordering this, but I must have. It's kind of cute. I mean, you got chocolate, Napoleon, butter pecan, mint chip, rocky road, strawberry fudge ripple, and vanilla. It's kind of cute. If I don't want to do it, I can always pass it. Alright. Then I got Plum Street Samplers, Salem Sisters 3, Sisters of Mine, Tree Be Our Shrine, those treacheries. We have not committed. Our brethren have judged us, their mercies begrudged us, but God holds holds our souls as acquitted. Gallows Hill, Salem Village. And here it is. And this doesn't really have very many colors either. But there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 7. And they can either, there's a DMC conversion, or you could use the Gentle Arts. Not sure what I'm going to do. But I'm going to do them, 1, 2, and 3. Alright. The other thing I got was I went to TJ Maxx before I picked up my groceries. And I wanted to see, because they usually have some pretty good clearance stuff. So I wanted to see what they had for clearance. So I found 2 things. One thing I'm going to keep the way it is. And the other thing is this. Just a bunch of hocus pocus. I think what I'm going to do is take off this part. Or I could turn it around. That's just the same. But this part here is a lot deeper. And where this is already black, hello, Patrick. So I'm just going to take this off and maybe find something that I do have Wednesday Addams, which I did, and see if I put her on a piece of foam board, would she fit? And put her right in there. Because it would cover up this stuff, which is glittery words. I'm going to do with glitter. I'm good with that. Thank you very much. Just put that there. So, and I do have some stuff. On Saturday, my husband, my daughter, and I will be at the Dover High School in Dover, New Hampshire for their Christmas craft fair. And that's where we'll be. I did okay last year. Hopefully I do better this year. The last craft fair I went to, I ended up getting 3 orders. One of them is done. The other one needs to be stitched and embroidered. And my embroiderer, sorry, words are hard, is very busy right now. And the other one, I'm just waiting for computer ink. I've got everything else all set. But I don't want to, make it and then have to stall, and because it's only 2 pictures. So I want to, the blocks don't take long, and I'm only using 2 blocks too. So the blocks don't take long, and so I just want to, get it done, get it over with, all in one shot. So I made a couple more bowl cozies. We have this lovely stars, and we have Jack. There's the stars, and there's Jack. Now, you can say all you want that Nightmare Before Christmas is a Halloween movie, but I will disagree because I am a firm believer that this is also a Christmas movie. And believe it or not, as soon as I make one of these and I go to a craft fair, it's gone. So, and then I tried my hands at making a patchwork bag. Well, didn't come out very well. No, so it's mine. But here it is. And I'm starting, since I'm going to be changing my name in January. Hi, Miss Becky. Hello. Hello. You want to say hello? Say hello. You want to say hello? Oh, I did this. Yes, yes. Yeah, she's not going to say hello today. But hey, out of there. No kitchen. No. You know better. Yes, you do. So I started putting these little, butterfly charms, because I'm going to be changing my business from Made with Love Custom Quilts to SoFly's Unique Boutique. Now, my last name is Softly, so I just changed it up a little bit. And then this is the order that I filled. These are mug rugs, and she wanted the dog mom, so I got the dog mom fabric out, and I got this little dog faces. That's a bow tie block. And then what I did was I took the faces and this little piece of heart fabric, which I don't have anymore, so these are definitely one of a kind. I mean, I have heart fabric, but not like this. This has got like a, I don't know, fluffy kind of hearts on it, like fleecy hearts. And then with the pocket, you can add a tea or a tea bag. So, yeah, that is that. Should make this a little bit bigger, I think. So I think they're cute. And then on the back, I use flannel for everything. I really do. So I did dog fabric that kind of matches the dog mom. What are you doing, man? What are you doing? And then this one I made yesterday, kind of on the fly. This is a one that I made. This is just 2 pieces of material. We have kind of a green marbled inside, and then the blue and green butterflies on the outside. And a little zipper with the little green butterfly charm. Okay, so that's that. All right, so next is my plans. What are my plans? Okay, so for November, I want to get finishes. I want to get a bunch of old WIPs finished and out of the way. A lot of mine WIPs are kind of big. You know, I have the Halloween Quaker by Lila Studio. I have what else? Oh, the Scylla Witches, which is in timeout again, from Teresa Koget. I have I have the Salem 1692 Sam Quaker, which I really need to get out and work on. A bunch of others. A lot of them are very big. My little ones I usually can get done in a couple of days. So, I want to get at least a good, dent in some of those. I do have some 2 that are going to be for Christmas presents. One is Star Wars and the other one is Doctor Who. So I have to work on those. But I can only work on those when my husband and daughter are out of the house. Because one is the Doctor Who's for my husband and the Star Wars one is for my brother-in-law, which I'm pretty sure I could work on in the house. But Alright, so I have my WIPGO board all set and ready to go for WIPGO 2024. And I have a plan on that one, because what I put on there was a lot of my Quaker samplers that need working on. In my book, I have 2 books. I have my finishes or my starts, and when I finished it, the day I started it, the day I finished it, when I'm stitching it on, what threads I'm using. Hi, hello. I got the nose. You. And so I want to kind of get some of those, get some good oomph into those for the next couple of months. So I'm gonna do 20. I'm gonna try to do the Year of the Quakers. Starts, WIPS, whatever. I just bought, so to speak, on Etsy a couple of Christmas ones, and I don't have cover photos for them either. A lot of times they don't come with a cover photo. So there's one I really, 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 really want to start. So I might do that one when I get home from the craft fair on Saturday and start it. I don't know yet. And then I heard through Facebook that Pam from Just Keep Stitching is doing 24 and 24. So I'm thinking that is like 24 starts. I think it's 24 starts in the year 2024. Do I want to do that? I don't know. I'm doing 24 new starts in December as an advent. Granted, they're all small, and a couple of them I might be able to get done in one day. Maybe, depending upon how much I work on it. But it also depends on how much quilting I get done. So, I might do it. I don't know. I have a bunch of things I want to do, but I'm kind of Halloweened out at the moment. I did so much Halloween in the past few months that I want to try to do some, something different. So yeah. And then I can't even read my own writing here. Oh, my Advent kit stitching, because I got 24 kits except for the I got 2 sheep virtues, and I think I have some of these Snow Village things. Those sheep and the Snow Village I know are going to take a while, so I am not going to push too much on them. I will get some good progress, I hope. So I'm going to try that and then take it from there. So yeah. I do want to get a good dent in those. And like I said, a bunch of them are really, really little, so they shouldn't take too long, And I'm not necessarily a slow stitcher. I mean, I'm kind of a fast stitcher when I put my mind to it. When I focus on one thing. Yeah, so there is some things that I want to do, and I'm not sure I'm going to get them, but I want to do them. I put it up, but I have like a black work Alice in Wonderland. Oh, I want to do that one, and I don't want to wait until March, Mad March, or Alice August to do it. I'm gonna get it done, relatively quickly. Trying to see what I have here. Yeah, I do have quite a bit of fall. Like okay, I do have. These are all PDFs right here. So I do have quite a bit of fall, but I also have This one I've been looking at for like 2 months now, and I really, really, really want to do it. It's not necessarily Halloween, it's kind of fall-y. In my eyes, anyway. But it's Bent Creek Classics, the Black Cat. And this is one of the first things I bought. And I've never really done a Bent Creek. So, this is on my to-do. And then I love Waxing Moon Designs. That's why I got the All Hallows Eve Mini. Now, if I could find a beautiful variegated black that had purple in it, I would do it. I do have an order from Fiberlicious. Yes, Fiberlicious. I didn't get any fabric, but I did get their floss. Oh my god, their floss is awesome. And I did get a black. Let's just do it. I ordered 2. And then I got these One Colored Wonders from Waxing Moon Designs. They're Midnight Manor. There's the Midnight Manor and the Midnight Manor Mini. And if I do either one of them, I think I'm going to do the Mini. Yep. Because it's a little smaller. And that's about the most, I can take of Halloween right now. The other thing that is on my list is Primrose Cottage, Welcome Autumn. I figure if I turn the Happy Halloween into a pillow, I might want to turn this one into a pillow too. So this is stitched on 16 count lamb's wool. But I do have some 18 count French country mocha. I mean, 16 count, I love it. I really do. It's kind of my jam, but trying to get into a little bit. I do stitch on 14, 16, and 18. I have yet to try 20, but I do have some 20 that I'm going to do. And this is all DMC. And it's only 102 by 38. It's not a whole heck of a lot. It's kind of nice. So, yeah. So those are just some of the things I've been thinking about. Like I said, I got my WIPGO board, and a lot of my numbers are, some of the samplers I've got going, because I want to get some love in them. I did not complete October because I got frustrated with Silhouette Witches. I think with Silhouette Witches, I just need to, focus. I definitely need to focus on Silhouette Witches because it's so many little things. I did get 2 motifs almost completed, and I got 1 motif completed. I got the circle thing that has bats in it. It's just bats inside of it. So yeah, but that's what I'm gonna try to do. So this coming Saturday, next Saturday, and the Saturday after that, I have craft fairs. And and then the next week is Thanksgiving. I think I might record the day before Thanksgiving, just so I have it and try to stick to a weekly schedule. But like I said, last week was just horrible with the mass shooting and whatnot in Lewiston. I think it was Lewiston. Yeah, I think so. It was awful. It was just awful. And the day when I found out about Thursday morning. And, because I'm not a big news watcher. Never really have been. So I watched it on Thursday morning. I heard about it on the radio as I'm going to my networking group. So some guy decided that he was going to just do whatever. And he was a ex-serviceman, worked at a gun range, I guess, and actually went into a mental, he admitted himself into a hospital for the mentally ill. And whatever, just have a really hard time with the mental health system in our country, especially for veterans. Because my husband's a veteran, so. But anyway. So I did that, and I was getting ready to leave my meeting, and I went and I started up my truck, and nothing. Just clicking. Click, click, click. Like, oh no. So I got on the phone with my husband and said, look, this is what's going on. And he's like, all right. And come to find out, I guess the terminal that connects the battery was bad. So I have a new terminal. They cleaned off the post, and I was able to make it home. And he followed me. So when I got home, there was, I cannot remember which Facebook group it was, but it was a Halloween stitching group that I'm part of, that I just became part of. And one of the lady who's the administrator reached out and said, okay, look, this is the problem. Evidently, they needed 4 volunteers because they did an exchange, and the lady, there were a couple people that said they would do it, and then they never sent them anything. So I said I would do help. And she's like, okay. And then she gave me a choice if I wanted to send something to, out of country, but postage rates, just to send it where I sent it, was almost $6. And it was nothing. It was nothing. Anyway. So I said, well, can I do this? And she's like, yeah. I'm like, awesome. So hopefully she gets it on Saturday. Friday or Saturday. I'm hoping. If she gets it early, hopefully it's Friday, but Saturday would be 4 days because I sent it out Tuesday. So I did a little, it was a freebie pattern from one of the quirky quakers from Darling and Whimsy. I love those little quirky quakers. They are so adorable. I have the chickens. I have the cow, the pig, the moose, the owl, the fox, the turtle, the puffin, the whale. I have 2 whales. I have the fish bones, which was a freebie. I have the candy corn, which was a freebie. I have the cauldron. I want to get the skeleton. I have a couple of the Christmas ones. I just love them. They are the cutest little things. Go to Darling and Whimsy, either on Etsy, or she does have her own website. And check them out because they are so cute. I have one of the little squids, and it's done with that floss from Australia. I think the Rebel Stitcher carries it. Cottage Garden floss, silk, something. I don't remember the name of it, but it's beautiful. The variegation is beautiful. And if I was to do anything like that squid, I think I would use the variegated one that I'm using for the turkey, because I love the variegation. It's expensive. It's like anywhere from $7 to $9 per skein, but it's like butter. It just goes in, slides out. It's great to frog because I already learned to frog, but it's great. It's absolutely great. So anyway, so those are my plans. I would like, to know what you are doing for 2024. Are you doing some specific type? I know a lot of people are sampler stitchers and they have these big, huge ones that they work on. You have the full coverage people, the full coverage stitchers. There's a lady that I watch. She's in the UK, and that's all she does. All she does is full coverage. And she's doing one now. It's like I would go cross-eyed because it's like this huge, I'm talking huge, Lord of the Rings, and it's 100% full coverage, and it's the max amount. I'm like, can't imagine, trying to kit that up. I have a small one, a mini, and it's a fairy face from Heaven and Earth Designs, and I'm gonna have to kit that up, and that's got like almost 90 colors. But anyway, so yeah. So I would like to know what your plans are. Are you thinking about doing 24 and 24? Are you thinking about doing like the Whip Warrior thing where you do 24 finishes in the year 2024? And, what are your plans for 2024, I guess? I would really like to know, even if they're tentative. Or if you're like, well, I think I might do this, that's fine. I'm just curious. I'm a very curious person. I like to get to know people. I'm also very introverted and lonely because I don't really have anybody to stitch with. And I figure if I don't, I can. This is one way I can get some input, and I just want to be part of the community. I really do. Hence the reason why I wanted to do that smalls exchange for the lady, because it happened, on a really bad day, and I felt like it was something that I could do in my little corner of Maine. And when I mean little, I mean little tiny corner. So anyway, but yeah, I'd love to know your plans. And there's one more thing. I started watching these two ladies that just crack me up. They are a hoot. They are such a hoot. And they're so sweet, and they were so cute. They're really, really cute. They really are. Their names are Jeannie and Leanne, and they are the loose thread stitchers. They are proficient quilters. I see their stuff, and then I look at my stuff, and I'm like, oh, how do I do that? Leanne, they're both from Minnesota, and Leanne's accent is, she's from Minnesota, and Jeannie, she's like the Finnish queen, fully Finnish queen. Granted, she does, kind of all the small stuff. She does small samplers. She does, like ornament-sized things. But that's okay, because her finishes are awesome. Awesome. So it's like, okay. And I watch them every morning until I get caught up. And they shop like you wouldn't believe. But they go antiquing, and they go to quilt shows, and they go to quilt stores, and they're right in that central kind of area where they're not far from Wisconsin and they're not that far from Idaho, and you know, they can go to some of these places that you only hear about unless you want to travel, like Welcome Stitchery. That one, Julie from Running with Scissors with Julie and Jane, or Jane and Julie, she goes to that one. She actually does classes at that one. She does heart anchor classes. And it's just these women are, they really do put me to shame, I think. You know, I'm pretty confident in my stitching. I'm pretty confident in my finishes because they don't normally go anywhere. I will, in my thumbnail for the picture that shows up when my video gets downloaded, I'll put the pillow, the little pillow, because it's the Quaker candy corn from Darling and Whimsy on the thumbnail. And I thought I finished it really cute. I was pretty impressed with myself. So, but anyway. But I hope you have a wonderful weekend. If you are in or around within driving distance of the Dover High School, please come and see us. I have a few things that I need to finish up tomorrow, but they're quick. So, anything else? So hopefully, if you have liked what I've showed you, you will like and subscribe. Hoping. If not, I understand. I don't like everybody I watch either. So, but I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will show you the cutest thing ever, which is my Patches Girls. And there she is. Isn't she cute? Say bye, Patches.